Hello everybody, welcome back to Lil Euphie's Creative Corner. Why is my canvas not showing up? Give me 1 second to fix that. I think it just needs to be reminded of the source that it needs to be pulling from, which is this. So welcome back everybody. Good to see you all in chat. Hello Honeybun, Yua, and Troy. Welcome on in. Thank you very much, Troy. 502nd, woohoo! Wow. Later on, because right now I'm going to start like doing a portrait sketch just as a little warm up. I was working on revamps of the emotes, as you can see over here in the corner. This is the bigger version of it, the poggers or the wow or whatever we're going to call it, right? So I was working on revamps of the Discord emotes, and eventually the YouTube members emotes as well. Whenever we get there, eventually we'll get there. But as a warm up for the bigger drawing of the night, this one here, I'm going to do a portrait warm up just to get back into the hang of it. During my work week, I typically don't do much drawing on the computer. So over the weekends, that's my big digital art project time. So later on in the stream, I'll be working on this one again, doing some coloring on our lovely UFO and the T-posing cat. The alien with his leg up doing a nice little dance. He's about to get smacked by the UFO with the Nyang cat following behind the trail there. Miku hanging out in the corner. Roscoe going, what in the world is going on here? Vivian pointing to, this escapade that's about to occur. We have our cute little cat star. And the dream walrus, I keep saying, it's a manatee. Dream manatee and his lovely companion, the penguin of, I don't know, maybe the penguin controls the nightmares. I don't know. We're making this up as we go. So I hope that you guys will join me tonight. Again, if you have any creative projects you'd like to work on alongside me, feel free to whip them out and work on them with me. I'm going to be drawing all throughout the night until midnight, and then you guys can see whenever it's midnight for me, the little clock next to my finger here. So yeah, I hope that you guys have a good time with me tonight as we're hanging out, making artwork, or just chilling and listening to relaxing music. So wonderful, you are awesome. Glad to hear it. I'm always excited to hear about like new characters and like original characters, because it's I don't know, it's a very there's a lot of elements that go into designing characters, and the silhouette of them, the color palette, line width, and just so like the story that you're telling with that character in visual pieces alone, and then writing their story, their background. It's I don't know, it's I don't know, like mentally healthy, I think, getting out of your own head and making something. So, which is what I'm going to be doing here. So, awesome. Okay, let's start. I'm going to grab my design pencil. I have this layer set on multiply so that it'll just copy that, and then, it makes it visually appealing, I guess, to me. So, enough talk. Let's get to drawing. I don't know what kind of character I'm gonna draw today. I do know that I've been drawing a lot of female characters, so I should practice drawing male characters, I think. Which my brain always goes to either drawing Jim Hawkins or Roxas. I'm just like, listen. These are my comfort characters or whatever, right? They feel nice to draw. It's very much the character design parts of it, like trying to find a nice middle ground here. But certain shapes and color palettes, personality types that are shown through that character design is very important. And there's certain traits and aspects that the brain is drawn towards. It's just preferences, I guess. But yeah, I'm very much more used to drawing female characters with like softer features. So I feel like I have to practice drawing the males. Do you have 2 new FCs I made like a week ago? Oh, wonderful. Cool. Do you have, because I know that there's like websites for like collecting and like inputting their information and stuff. But I think it's like, I think that website, like Toy House, is invite only. I don't understand why, but I haven't done a lot of research into that place anyway. But I would imagine that there's maybe other websites like that. Or Trello. Trello has like that card feature where you can organize things and lay them all out. I'm just trying to, I don't know, shape out the face first. And then I'll throw a neck on there. Some shoulders. Try to figure out, you know, which direction he's looking in. Hello, Christus. Welcome on in. Welcome back. Just doing a warm-up portrait sketch. And then I'll be moving on over to the 600 subscribers special again. Oh, I need to close this down. There we go. I was like, what is this little thing in the corner here? Oh, okay. I know who I could sketch out. I have so I'm using Clip Studio Paint, and with the Clip Studio launcher, what I think that's what it's called. They have tips and tricks and you know, like tutorials and stuff. So I have open like helpful tips for laying out the panels for a webcomic. There's a whole bunch of tutorials that started popping up about that. So it made me think about my webcomic characters. So like, oh, I should sketch them out. So, which I need to keep working on the story and the outline for it. I was explaining a lot of it to Wolf, and we were watching, what were we watching? We were watching a show, Fallout. We were watching Fallout. Hello, W. Robinson. Welcome on back. And it's like certain pieces of it were like reminding me of the outline of the background, the lore of my comic. I was like, okay, I gotta change some things up. It's like a little too similar there. But yeah. So again, I'm telling myself it's a portrait. It's a portrait. Don't sketch more than you need to, because my brain will do that. It'll be like, oh, let's just make it a half body. Let's make it a full body. And now I've got a whole thing. So, and then I won't switch easily into the coloring of the special. I'm like, no. You have to know yourself, know boundaries. To make sure there's enough room there. And I like to keep my sketches somewhat loose until I start putting details in, and then I clean it up a little bit more. Like right here. Just a little bit of cleanup. And then I've noticed videos popping up in my YouTube algorithm about people that are just completely eliminating line work from their styles by doing what I've been doing. And I'm just like, oh, I just figured if you don't want to, you don't have to, but like just clean up your sketch and put it on multiply. I didn't realize that was something that was, you know, I don't know, becoming more commonplace. Just like, but when you see like a really crisp line art, like with this, I'm happy with this line work a lot. I don't know, there's something like satisfying about it. I don't know. I guess I kind of know, but. Oh, and I saw something else. I saw another YouTube video about artwork and like making quick line art where, and I didn't even have to click on the video because I saw the thumbnail and I was like, I know exactly what you're doing. Oh my gosh, I'm speaking in rocket science. In aviation lingo. But the method in which the video is, I'm assuming, right? Like, because it's just, it was kind of obvious from the thumbnail what was going on there. They, for example's sake, right? For visual example's sake, because I'm bad with like explaining verbally. So I have, you know, this shape here, right? And so what they were doing is they would auto select it, change the color to black, and then maybe you go to a different layer, maybe, right? We open up another layer and you go outline selection, let's say 10. That's what I'm assuming that video is showing. And this works maybe for line art that is like one width, one type of thickness. It's very cartoon-esque, which is fine if that's the style that you're going for. But I like a variety in my line width. I think it's pretty. And it draws attention towards different parts of the artwork. It makes certain things look heavier, other things look softer. Hair especially. Like, I can't imagine doing line work like that with hair. But even like the fingers, the finger line art in the video thumbnail looked chunky and a little messy. That's I don't know. I get really particular with how things are stylized or set up. So, hello, Cherry Berry. Welcome on in. I always miss doing these streams and hanging out with you guys during my work week. I'll be at work and just like I just want to go back to my studio. Yes, the faceless man, Slender Man, which I have drawn like once or twice. I've drawn a pony version of Slender Man too, believe it or not, and a pony version of Jeff the Killer. shameless plug there. Like, check out the DeviantArt. I think it's on there. What's you drawing? I am doing a warm-up portrait sketch of one of my webcomic characters. Which I am not entirely solid on what his name is, but I know I want it to be like forest-y. Splenda Man. Oh my god. One of these days I will spank. One of these days. If I didn't welcome you in, welcome on in. I'm gonna just save this so it's not in my my thing here anymore. We're not looking at that. That's secret. Oh, it's all right, Cherry Berry. You can head on out whenever it's right for you. But I do appreciate you being here and in chat. Okay, let's start placing in maybe his nose. And then maybe an inkling of where the eye socket might appear. Oh, welcome back, Yua. I think the nickname Dave. Yes. Yes, we should have a new era for that. Oh, it's 1 a.m. Well, absolutely. If you gotta head to bed, or, you know, whatever it is that you gotta do, by all means, no pressure. I start my show pretty late for me in the day anyway, because it's almost 9 o'clock, but it's kind of like a wind down thing for me. Oh my gosh, I know, right? So, oh, actually, here, let me pull up that emote that I had, because that was essentially my reaction to what happened in the news today. Where did that save? Where did I? Oh, I didn't save it in the right spot. So yeah, this was my reaction. As I was listening to it and watching it, like I was working on this one. Yeah, I was like, oh my goodness. So my chop is just on the floor. But I would definitely recommend checking the replay of that if YouTube allowed for it to remain up. That should be funny at the beginning. Yes. Yes, it would, because the people would be like, what are you calling me? But yeah, I think over time. You as well, Cherryberry. Hope that you get a good night's sleep and have a wonderful rest of your day tomorrow. Okay, so I see already I need to like push this out a little bit. This is why I go back and forth between the left and the right. Okay, let's throw in, I'm gonna switch back to that. So I kind of just try to find where like the eye sockets would be. Then I need to throw in an ear too. Maybe clean up the chin here a little bit. Actually, let me see. Yeah, make it that way. Hello, Mixario? It's a lot of practice. And honestly, they're not like entirely perfect. It's just, I don't know, doing it over and over again and doing it really fast, not caring too much, I guess. I don't really think about it. And sometimes it's actually like more necessary to do like an oval if you're having like a longer face or like a wider face. Just kind of depends on what it's needed for, but yeah, it's just practice doing it over and over again. A lot of people also to do warm-ups for it, they'll just do this. The entire canvas is just circles everywhere, or triangles, rectangles, whatever it is, just to get your hand used to moving in that direction. It's muscle memory, really, is thinking about it. It's muscle memory. So considering I've been doing this since like second grade, I think. I think my brain's like, just do a circular motion several times. Eventually you'll get it to where it needs to be. But yeah, glad to be of help. It's really just adding shapes to other shapes and then erasing the overlaps. But hope to see you again soon, Xario. Hope I'm saying your name right. But have a wonderful rest of your night. And try not to give him like Dumbo ears. Like massively huge ears. You think the King of the Hill revival is a mistake or not? Well, I haven't, if there's a trailer or an episode out, oh, Mario, okay, gotcha. Have a wonderful rest of your night. Yeah, I haven't seen any trailer or episode or anything about it. I'm afraid for it. Revivals and remakes, they only art of adult Bobby and older Hank. I haven't seen the artwork for it yet. Not yet. I did see an animation that featured Meat Canyon that starred an adult Bobby, and Hank is dead. He's a ghost, and Peggy is like wheelchair bound and geriatric. So yeah, that was pretty funny. Welcome in, Josiah. Good to see you again. Yeah, again, it's probably something that nobody asked for. I am like, oh, let me see this. He's a chef. Bobby's a chef. Here, if I have to see this, everybody else does. I saved this. Oh no. Oh, unsupported file format. Okay, I'm just gonna snip it. When it does this to me, I'm just gonna snip it. Okay, and we're gonna save. Bobby, no. Okay. Just so you guys are looking at what I'm looking at. This is why I'm afraid. This is why I have fear and trust issues. What did they do to my boy? Dang it, Bobby. Wow. I'm afraid. I'm very skeptical. I am holding my breath on this. It was only recently that I found out that the voice actress for Bobby also voiced Pajama Sam, a game from my childhood, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't unhear this. So, but yes, I'm holding my breath on that being a worthy successor to the OG. Yeah, it's gonna have a tough time. Goth in the style of Steven Universe, help me now. Help me now. That I swear it's gonna be cursed. And without the accents, no, that is cursed. Absolutely. They were already like older. So like with Cotton, I would imagine Cotton's probably, in a like hospice or no longer around or something. He's finally out of his misery, having no shins. Dang it, Bobby. Political climate screwed up. Yeah. Yeah. And I know they had talked about it before, but and I know it's a different series, but that Shrek 5 trailer, man, we can't be having this. We can't be having this. I have faith that it will go through a Sonic style redesign, because I don't know what they did to my girl Fiona. Man, they gave her like some Botox and some lip filler and like took away her teeth in some of the shots. It looks like Gummy Gang and Chibi style, like they did the Teen Titans Dream. Oh my gosh, I like, again, there's some things that should be simply like locked in time and we just appreciate them being locked in time there, like a time capsule. The sound need to be reminded of that straw man, okay? He made some comment last night and I was like, I'm going to bed. About his age, I was like, I'm going to bed. So, I think that was the Shrek daughter thirsting. Yeah, no, that was definitely Fiona. And then the daughter, I saw this in a comment on X or Twitter or whatever. She looks, the daughter, Felicia, I think is her name. The daughter looks like Manny's daughter from Ice Age. And they all look like they're from like the Croods type of style. I just don't. Yeah. It's abrupt. The style change is abrupt. To the point where people thought that it was like AI. That's how you know it's not promising. Stat is 9 feet under. Yeah. That's what I was like assuming. Like he's either, hospital bound or he's no longer with us. Dale is a skinny twig and chain smoker. Yeah, oh, absolutely. He's locked in for life with that. Oh, he did. Okay, well, I forgot about that episode. Again, like, I rewatch it every, like, however many years or so, and then I forget about a lot of episodes, and then I rewatch them, and it's like I'm watching it over again. I do not have that, I don't know, really, really good memory that some people got. I did not, no. But when I go back into it, I just marathon the thing. Well, to the best of my ability. Sometimes I gotta pause it and do something else. But I have a Dale cosplay. And someday I'll wear it to the convention. I've worn it to a Costco before. I've heard of Daria, I have not watched it. There's something about the stylizing of it that, I don't know, it kind of like turned me off for it. See, I need to make these eyes different. They're a little, I don't know. They're a little too tall. I don't know how else to describe it, but tall. So I'll make them wider. It's connected to Beavis and Butthead. Oh, that's cool. Are there like similar people that worked on them? some familiar faces and names. Cont and Con are the same voice. What in the world? Well, you know, props to the voice actor, because I had no idea. That's some dang good voice acting. And you know, I had seen a couple of videos, like video essays really, on the voice actress Awkwafina, and how like each one of her roles is essentially the same, because it's her voice, it's the same voice from her each time, to the point where people are like, please stop casting her, it's too much. It's no longer, you know, it's like she's voice acting, you know, Scuttle. It's just Awkwafina is Scuttle. Like, Scuttle is turned into, this character is, you know, the voice actress or actor. It's like a typecast. So, but again, like, the opposite is, you know, much more appreciated. I think that, you know, when you're a voice actor and you can do multiple voices that don't sound, you know, like your own, like, just natural voice, to the point where people can't tell. I think that's there's a lot more props to that. Judge, but he let someone else do Daria. Oh, gotcha. Okay, but he was like still like involved, right? Like in parts of the process, or like consulting, maybe like a creative consultant or something. I don't know. But it's still very cool. So you have like little Easter eggs and timeline connections. So Beavis embedded a character. Oh, really? That's cool. I think he was hands off at the spin-off show. Ah, gotcha. I need to make this eyebrow a little more exaggerated, I feel. I'm just trying out some expressions here, seeing if any of them kind of stick. Before I gotta go for now, I hear Wolf. Yeah, he's in the background. He's in a tech meeting for the convention. All right, see you later, Lays and Blaze. Glad to have you here for the time that you were. Okay, I need to pull up a reference for this character, so give me 1 second to find it, because again, it's been a while. So again, why I need to go back to working on this silly little comic of mine. Let's see. It's gonna be this one. I realize that the reference has the same expression as what I'm currently drawing. So this is the character. I'm gonna move this here to the side so I can see this better. to map out the hairline. Okay, starts going forward. He's got like some sort of like hat hair or beanie hair maybe. Makes his hair kind of go like this. Maybe this way here kind of slits down. Maybe for this one I'll draw him in the beanie. Yes, we did watch Fallout. It got me interested a little bit more into the series because I had known about Fallout Equestria, the pony version of Fallout, and the basic premise of it. But I hadn't checked out the games or the show. But we had watched the show and I quite enjoyed it, learning about all the different vaults. I was like, oh my gosh, this is like messed up. Oh, same, yeah. When I'm not streaming and experimenting with expressions, I'll oftentimes like start making the expression myself to kind of like pinpoint where to exaggerate things, or like, you know, add in like a crease, right? Like a crease like right here, you know, or a scrunched part of the nose. Using one's own body as a reference is sometimes more efficient than Googling up the reference image and hoping to find the right angle that you're looking for. For a somewhat serious IC. Oh, cool. Oh, I wish you luck. It's only a small list. Vaults get worse. Oh my gosh. Well, Somebody said is one man in a box of puppets. That's horrifying. Like, if you're afraid of puppets, that's like torturous. I say myself, but it's looking cool. Awesome. I hope that it continues to go well for you. Again, when you get like a super cool design locked in, it's, I don't know, it becomes very enjoyable to draw that character. So certain like hair swoops or like color palettes. That's why I enjoy drawing Vivian so much. I'm just like pink and yellow and purple and gold. Some dark green undertones there. I'm gonna make these a little more vertical. Need to flip this around. Vault 75, where kids were forced to shit their pants. Oh my goodness! Wow. I need to do some more reading into all the different vaults, because like that is messed up. The ones in the show, like I was like something is not right, obviously, but the mystery behind what, Vault 31 or something. So yeah, I gotta read up on the other vaults. I think I'll have the beanie covering up his ear. I can imagine, because this character, he lives in more of like a foresty area. So I can imagine when it gets cold, like that's when, you know, he would be putting the beanie on, or like some sort of, you know, some other sort of hat maybe. I'm just kind of like trying out this design, seeing how it looks. These vaults are lies there, each an experiment. Oh yeah, I figured after they went to it's a vault, but it's also the like a hospital or like a medical research facility with the fake hallway. I already got that feeling that like there's something not on the up and up, because it's very sanitized, it's very controlled. It's too happy, it's too perfect. So yeah, I got the ending pretty solid. You know, again, like I'm not gonna spoil or anything, but it made sense. And like again, if that if you haven't played the games, like the show gets definitely, it got me into wanting to watch it like a playthrough. So all right, sounds good. Hello, Sharky. Welcome on in. Good to see ya. Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. It's like, yep. Oh yes, Christus, absolutely. When she wakes up and you know she's back in the vault. Oh, what an awful dream I had. It's a nightmare. Gosh. She wakes up again and she's back. She's back up there. Oh my gosh! What in the world? Oh, yeah, spoilers. Oh my goodness. you enjoy post-apocalyptic kind of environments and mystery and some human experimentation, I would definitely recommend Fallout. Oh, really? Oh my goodness. Yeah. Yeah. Diversifying the Empire with Gandalf to get the Elrond. Oh my gosh. And Thanos appears. he does another snap. Okay, let's throw this on. And let's give, instead of this drush shirt collared, you know, kind of look there, since it's more of like a wintry, you know, or even autumn kind of a temperature design. Maybe we give him like a thicker jacket or something. Maybe decrease the amount that is sticking out. A lot of the snow has finally melted off of our backyard, so I'm like getting back into the gardening brain, starting to prep out and plan out where I'm gonna put the raised beds. I'm gonna have to start things indoors this year. Throwing some texture here on the beanie. Some sort of winter hat. Keeping his head warm. And then pressing his hair down so it gives it that like cowlick kind of a look. Flip that back around, see if that doesn't look weird. Oh, I use Clip Studio Paint, specifically the pro version of it. So which I used to have the X version of it, but I had to upgrade because I wanted to use the Align and what's the other, like Align and Distribute tool, and that was only available for the Pro version of it. But there's other additions and extras that you get with the Pro version of it, like more frames for animation. So I'll be doing something with that. This character, this is the second protagonist in the webcomic that I'm slowly developing. So I started it during the pandemic to kind of like compile all of the information that I was hearing and processing it through and like trying to do something. So, oh cool. I've heard good things about Procreate. My little brother, he uses I believe it's Ibis Paint. A lot of good art programs out there, especially if you're wanting to do things mobilely, like on a tablet or on a phone. I used to have the mobile version of Clip Studio Paint for a tablet that I have. But it's a monthly subscription thing for the mobile devices. And I was having to do some budgeting. So I was like, listen, I hardly ever use the mobile version anyway. It's only for like when Wolf and I are traveling. So yeah, I was like, I need to prioritize. I do this more on the computer. So yeah. But it just depends on, what's comfortable for you and what you need it for, right? What you're using it for and what's necessary. So let's see, let's give a little flap right here. Kind of hinting at maybe like a clasp or a zipper. Let's move this up a little bit more. So I like to start these out with just one single multiply layer. And then as it progresses, I add color to it. I clean up the line work because it's not line work. It's just a nice cleaned up sketch, really. It's an iPad and Apple Pencil because I don't understand how people do art on computers. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Well, again, if it's what's comfortable for you. I have specific keybinds on my keyboard down here. Like for example, people would usually use like Control Z to undo, the previous pen stroke that they've got, like that. But for me, it's my pinkies are not very muscular. And so constantly pressing down control, it gets a little straining. So how I have it set up with the keybinds is that it's Alt Z. So mind you, with pressing Alt just by itself, it's an eyedropper tool. But if I were to press Z right afterwards, it will then undo what I just did. So sometimes it does cause a little bit of issue if I'm like not fast enough. Then I'll end up just selecting, the eyedropper tool or the color that I'm hovering above. But it's again what's comfortable for you. You can customize a lot of it, and yeah. But again, like if you're more comfortable drawing on tablets, I've seen some amazing artwork with the tablets. It was like VTuber artwork, like those files are huge. The amount of layers and the separation between like each hair parting, the eyes. Oh my God, the eyes. So yeah. I do some pinky curls. Have like some little mini weights and just start like lifting. Oh my goodness. Shows you could make today like Homer strangling Bart. Yeah, right. Right? Oh my goodness. Has there ever been an episode where like the Child Protective Services goes to the Simpsons house? Like with like the very first episode of King of the Hill, where there's the Child Protective Services dude is like trying to find something to get you know, Bobby taken away. And Hank's like, get out of my house. They brought them to Flanders. Oh, I don't think I've seen an episode. I've seen the movie where they Bart, like he puts like a plank out and walks between the windows over to Flanders to escape. I guess it's the whole family that does that. They escape the mob and then they move to Alaska because Homer gets that dang pig. I appreciated how clean that animation was. Not so much in certain parts. I was just like, listen, we don't need to see this. No, but again, the 2D animation appreciatist in me liked how clean the animation was. That's why I enjoy like the 2D animated Disney movies, because there's so much work that goes into that. Season 7, episode 3. Okay, gotcha. Okay. For a while, I could quote any moment from the first 30 seasons, but not so much now. Oh my goodness, wow. The filing cabinets of your mind is got like so many quotes and references. I'm always reminded of the scene from SpongeBob where he's like looking through all of these file cabinets and he can't remember his name. Yeah, I would consider that like a historian. I don't know how far I'll get with this portrait sketch, but at least I'm here at this point in its creation. I'm just happy to be giving this character a different outfit, because this is more of like the summer-esque kind of an outfit, but since he lives on the outside, he's more built for that environment. This flap needs to be out just a little bit more. I'm gonna move this line around a little bit with my transform tool. Flip that around a little bit. Let me work on the eyes a little bit more because they're needing some attention. I do just do traditional art and try to press onto. Yes, actually, I have done that several times. I'll be drawing on my. I have a whole bunch of sketchbooks down over here, and I have at times, because of muscle memory, gone to press my Alt Z. I'm like, oh, that's right. There's an eraser for that. So. Oh, a white acrylic marker. Oh, hey. It's like whiteout. I feel like this needs to be just a little bit longer, maybe. I need to clean up some of the irises here. Maybe reposition them. Wear Heelys so they can they ran roll away from their feelings. Oh my gosh. Depending on the popularity of that show, you know, or whatever IP the characters are from, depending on how popular that is, it could usher in a new era of Heelys. Which I actually did see somebody at the convention wearing Heelys. So the Heely culture is still well and alive. At the anime convention. If there was ever an anime character that that was like infamous for doing that and wearing those, that would truly be something. Okay, I'm gonna try to put some really quick color into it, so I think one of my brothers had them at one point. I'm thinking about it, digging into the recesses of my memories. I think I've watched a couple of them. It was in lieu of some of the YouTube poops. The old classic Simpsons YouTube poops. So again, this sketch is very rough. It's just, you know, ever so slightly cleaned up. But again, like, I enjoy coloring, and so I'm just going to color it. I'm gonna go straight in, and then afterwards I'll be doing some coloring here on the 600 subscriber special. So, and then hopefully I would think so. I'll get into maybe putting something in the middle here. I've been thinking maybe like a planet of sorts, like Saturn, inspired from last weekend's streams. So, and then putting some highlights and shadows into this, and cleaning up the line work too, the coloring it. So I have to clean up some of the colors here on Vivi and on eBay. So yeah, it's kind of doubles as like a speed challenge too. Like, how quick can you do this? This watercolor brush needs to be taken off its stabilizer. Let's get a little bit of a softer brush in there. Probably airbrush some of this. Got green eyes. I'm just gonna color pick these instead of trying to like eyeball it. I'm sorry, that was awful. Throw in the light markings. And then I'm just gonna make this a little bit softer, a little bit darker than the Irish color, a little softer than the original design of it. Throw in the eyelids. I guess lashes maybe. But they're not really lashes. Welcome on in, Niels. How are ya? Good to see you again. Oh, it's all good, jellyfish art. I'm glad to see you anyways. I know people's schedules, they get busy, life happens. I'm just doing I mean, this is supposed to be just a warm-up sketch, but I have gone into the coloring parts of this because I want to. And the rest of the stream is going to be me doing coloring on this one here. So yeah. I'll pop in before I rest. All right, now, so I'm hoping that you get rest here soon. And that the calming atmosphere winds you down, because that's what it's doing to me. Wolf and I did a whole bunch of errands earlier today, and I had 1 cup of coffee, and then we went and did errands, and we went and got more coffee. So I need this. So I need this. Oh, also, I have more cat lore. So, the black cat, Lovable, also known as Ma'am, because me and Wolf will call her Ma'am sometimes. When we got back home from doing errands, the boy that, you know, she used to be with over at the house across the street from us, or it's like diagonal or so. She was outside, and we have a little cat condo outside the front of the house for her, with a little food bowl and a water bowl in there. And I go and if the open stone is turned to the open side and not the closed side, then it means that I am actively replenishing the amenities in there. So she came out of her little cat condo, and the boy and I think his brother was they were out there playing with RC cars, and he called over to us saying like, yeah, she doesn't come over here anymore. She just wants to be with you guys, and she's always been an outside cat. You two are the only people that like she has ever like warmed up to like that. And she'll fall asleep and like cuddle up on us and stuff, and like fall asleep on our chests. And I'm like, ma'am, you're not our cat. Go back to your boy. He probably misses you. So he gave us a little more of her background. He rescued her from an abandoned house, and she's been an outside cat ever since, up until this point, where she's been coming into our house and enjoying the amenities of our house. Wow. Hello, Jonathan Miller. Welcome on in. Good to see you again. But there's also another black cat that looks almost exactly like her. Just a little longer, a little lankier, but same coloration, black and with yellow eyes. So I was like, I mentioned that to the boy. I was like, oh, like there's another one across the street that I don't know if that's like, you know, part of her litter or what. So, but I wouldn't be surprised. Are you sure it isn't a black ferret? My best friend, her family used to have a ferret. Man, those things smell. Yeah. And oh my gosh, she used to like pick it up and be able to like slink it around and stuff. And they're silly little creatures. But he used to like crawl underneath the door frames and stuff in their house. I can't remember what its name was. It's like on the tip of my tongue. I can't remember. Like Oreo or something. It's just a platypus. Yeah, we're just gonna go, you know, build an entire, you know, water feature for for it to live in. Sudden pond. Side is a little thin. Not that I'm trying to give him like eyeliner or whatever, but it's... I like to have it even. Even on both sides. Color pick there. Maybe make it a little more saturated. Maybe a little bit lighter too. Just trying to make some hair strands that are nice and tapered. A little bit of decreased opacity for some variation in it. The Yupa have no stomachs, they leak milk but have no nipples. They are a mystery. Yeah, I swear. Like, oh man. I don't understand those creatures. They are a different... They are completely built different. I would not be shocked if we end up finding out that they're actually aliens. Strange looking things. Well, it looks like he has no eyebrows. Oh, okay. I'll color those in next. Animation of one of my OCs. Oh, how fun. I wish you success in that. And then in the same vein here, I'm gonna decrease this to maybe 25. Let's try 25 first. Okay, let's see. I think I'll have him just wearing a darker gray shirt. Bioluminescent electric communication are the only creature to be both poisonous and venomous. Oh my goodness. The more that I learn about platypuses, I don't know. What's the plural form of platypus? The more that I learn about them, I'm just like, you know, y'all freaks. Y'all are freaks. And then platypi. TLCs just have the most random habits or hobbies for no reason. Not yet. I need to develop that into them. I mean, I suppose that like my primary main character, let me pull up the art of her. She probably could have like a deer in the headlights look. Doe in the headlights. Where is she? No, not that one. I mean, that's kind of her artwork, but she's gone through several different concept designs, so where is the other one that I've got? It's not that one. Oh no, that's like the initial version. No, those are portraits I did of like other pod mates. Oh, here it is. Which one's the updated? It's that one, I think. Yeah. This is the primary main character. So, as you can see, I'm still working on redesigning different parts of her outfits, but I don't know. She's a little bit of like a wallflower kind of a character, so maybe she like is staring off into the distance. Yeah, that could be a weird habit or something of hers. Platypi. Okay, gotcha. I was like, I don't know. Maybe it's like an octopus, like a platypi, octopi. My OC is just Pixlocks for fun. Oh, nice. It's an over obsession with. Oh, like crow brain. They got crow brain. My cousin taught me that term because I guess she's got crow brain too for shiny things. Thank you, Yua. Again, I really enjoy the color theory stuff, so having a very like neutral color palette for certain environments, and then more colorful type of colors outside of her environment. I don't know, again, like the character designs, they're supposed to tell a story just by looking at them, and then you learn more and more about the character as time goes on. So as you can see over here, I'm changing out her flats for boots. Potentially, I have different outfits going on in different times. So and the way that her environment works, like that society, it's very controlled. It's very, I don't want to give away too much, but like everything is like expected and planned out. So to have the color palette of that environment be like neutrals, or, you know, like gray, different types of different shades of gray in this case, and blue. Gray and blue are like the big colors. So like her eyes are cyan-esque, and she just has regular blonde hair. So they're given codes and abbreviations. Yeah, they got this thing going on. Yeah, it's a whole thing going on here inside my head that could not stay inside of my head. So I have a whole binder with all of their info. So sure, why not? We'll save it. Even though I didn't do anything to it. They have 50 shades of gray. You know, that could be like an advertisement for one of the ads that she sees, or one of her podmates sees, that like, oh look, there's a new shade of gray coming out. Are you gonna get the romper in that shade of gray? Oh no, this is gonna be my 50th shade of gray. I already have the 49 of them. This is gonna be the 50th. Like, oh, that would be so silly. Thank you for that. But yeah, my Vivian character that I use for emotes, and you know, the character here as well. She's vaguely part of the webcomic, but in a very moldable way that, like, I don't know how else to describe it. That, you know, she's been in so many different environments. That it could make sense for her to be from that story, but also like just an outside entity that appears in it. So oh, that's really cool, Sharky. You know, and it's I watched a Bible lore iceberg video by a YouTuber named Wendigoon. I don't know if you've heard of him before, but there's a whole bunch of stuff in there that I had no idea about. I was like, oh my goodness, I was not taught these things in Sunday school. No, no, sir. But again, like, it's, if you're writing your own story and you have source material like that, very inspiring stuff. Like, yeah, the lessons learned from them, especially, and the context needed to understand those stories and the lessons and the meanings behind them, because it's all very, very contextual, especially like Revelation, which is my favorite book of the Bible, because I like the apocalyptic stuff. I just, you know, and the visions, and again, like, is it literal, or is it, you know, metaphorical? It's, you know, or it's supposed to be taken as like a vision. I don't know, I just think those things are like super cool to learn about. But yeah, I had watched a couple of, again, like, I spend so much time just like, I'll be drawing and then, you know, listening to or watching a video in the background. And I find videos on like how to structure out a story, or like begin structuring it out, or like scripting your comic, or like analyzing other character designs. I've been seeing a lot of videos recently on the character designs of Has Been Hotel and Hell of a Boss, and how like they could work in like a standalone thing, but in animation those designs are kind of too complex to make to not drive the animators insane. But yeah, it's stuff like that. Like I watch people's critiques or analysis on different things and I take them in. I used to make little notes in my binder about my my comic here. I'm like, okay, well, like the different like personality archetypes and motivations and different like events that could, you know, change a character and have them go through a character arc, right? So I'm gonna make this jacket be like maybe a dark maroon color. I'm gonna try this out here in a second. Oh my gosh, it's already 10. Oh my goodness, I need to start these streams earlier. So I have a plan. So Wolf is supposed to fly to Alabama for the weekend at some point. There's no date yet set on it. And he's gonna do like inventory and seeing what works and what doesn't for like equipment for the tech department of the convention. And during the weekend that he's not here, that's when I'm gonna attempt to do the 24-hour stream challenge. So yes, Chris, it's coming. It will be happening, because you know, all I'll have to do is, you know, make sure that I'm hydrating. I use the restroom and make some food for myself. I'll have the food over here, and you know, and I'll just pull an all-nighter. It's gonna be a day where I'm like sketching out different panels for the comic, maybe going through different like character costume designs like I am right now, new emotes for, you know, both this channel, the Discord, Wolf's channel, stuff like that. So yeah, and I'll be having maybe 2 or 3 ciders, because yeah, I'm a party a little bit. I'll make sure the house is clean first and foremost, you know, chores and all of that, but that'll be beforehand. That'll be before the stream. I can't even imagine, like, you hear in the background I'm doing dishes. I'm like, no, the priorities right now. Okay, like we take care of all of that first, and then we'll have our 24-hour stream. I'm gonna do the other half of this jacket on a different layer beneath the skin layer here. Go. Just kind of makes it a little easier to separate things out a bit. So yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know the future plans. This would mean the shirt needs to go underneath. We'll just create the silhouette with the shirt there. Again, this is like a super rough sketch, so my brain's like, don't bother with cleaning it up too much. We have to move on to coloring the special. So I'm just gonna add the maybe tan. It's like a tan fur to the jacket, and I might even make it plaid. Give it a little pattern, which thankfully doesn't take too long. And then this here, erase this just a little. have a brush specifically for fur type of textures. If I could find it really quick. Glitter, freckles, natural. And over here, doing the same thing. Doing a little extra thing here by, is that not the side? What in the, oh, I'm on the wrong brush. I was like, why is this not applying where I would like it? Inclination of a zipper here. Different color needed. A little brighter, and more towards the green side. Jump over there and lock it. And then again, it's a little darker. Drop this to maybe 50. And then we'll do another one of these. Also make it 50 and have it be a lot darker. Make this brush way smaller. I'm just doing some like half-assed lad here. Both of these down to 50. 57. And then back down to 30. Okay, on the inside there won't be the plaid pattern in there. In fact, I think I'll have it be like a really dark gray, maybe. Maybe a dark brown, actually. Yeah, I think that makes a little more sense. Last thing, because my brain is like, why is that not a different color? And then after this, I'll move to coloring the special again. Oh, I forgot to do the beanie. Oh my gosh. Let's make it like a light gray. I'm gonna try out some colors. Okay, very, very rough sketch idea of a different outfit for this character, so. Okay, I have not saved this entire time. Euphie of Vibeville, my goodness. You know, I didn't really know what to call this community at all, so I was like, I don't know. If this were to be like a town, because I used to have because when I was streaming on Twitch, my community, my little art community was called the Vibelings, and so and it still is that in the Discord. So we had the Vibe Gang. So, but like, where does the Vibe Gang reside? You know, maybe Vibeville. I don't know. Okay, that's getting saved in the correct folder there. Thank goodness for the Clip Studio app that that will just figure out where your files are, the last place that you saved it, because sometimes I will accidentally save something in the downloads folder and it's gone unless I remember the name of it, and all of that good jazz. So okay, let's go over to the UFO. The UFO. Let's see, what is that connected to? Okay, so we're gonna combine those two. Not entirely. I need to clean this right here and then I can flatten it. So the transparency doesn't get too like messed up at all. And same thing right here with this. Whenever you have different levels of transparency, but they're on the same, like they're on different layers, and then you go and flatten them, just make sure that before you flatten them together, things are where you want them to be. Like, honestly, I could probably also color this in this little alert shock symbol that this T-posing cat astronaut is doing. Maybe fade it in a little bit. There we go. Something of that sort. Okay, back to our UFO here. Now I've gone and flattened that. Let's add in some layers of color. Let's do like a lighter silver on the outside. Excuse me. Thank you. Oh, I'm on my airbrush again. Just gonna color over a lot of this. Getting everything fully colored in. Thank you. I tell you, I would not have any of these ideas without you guys. So the subscriber specials are all you guys. I'm gonna clip this layer to the bottom one, make it just a little bit darker for this other panel here. Hopefully this will match up on the other side. Okay, thank goodness. It's like I'm gonna end up with a really awkward conclusion to this if the pattern's not aligned correctly. Okay, this one will be a darker silver again. Might be a little too dark. Doing a rough coloring, trying my best to stay in the lines, but like no pressure. Trying to stretch my back. Let's add a little bit of blue in here for this top part. This UFO cat. Oh, all of this needs to be moved up. Before I forget. Let's see if I drop this. I made this blue. Okay, let's make the inside of this nice dark gray color. Okay, and we'll have our little alien dude in here. One of the grays. The other show that Wolf and I watch is Resident Alien, and I swear, like the main alien dude, one of my managers at my job looks exactly like him, and it freaks me, and acts exactly like him, and it freaks me out every time. But yeah, so the intro sequences to that are just hilarious. A little if you guys haven't seen it at all, each one of the episodes they start out like, sometimes it starts out just like as a regular episode, but then there's these little cards, these little like instruction cards on what to do and what not to do in order to fit in as a human, and what not to do is just hilarious. But there's like some writing issues that are a little prevalent in like season 2. It gets a little preachy about things, and whenever that happens, it like de-immersifies. I don't know if that's a word at all, but like it takes me out of the show that I'm watching. The escapism is gone when they do that. But we're in season 3 now, and I would just like to take a break from my monologue to say that, oh, you guys can't entirely see it because it's cut off, but this says layer 133. Just saying. But yeah, I forgot what I was talking about earlier. So that monologue's over. Oh, I think it was, I was talking about, we were in season 3. It's gotten better. The writing's gotten better. It's less preachy. They wrote a specific character out that was the main cause of the preachiness. And I was like, thank you. I do not like that character. So yeah. Okay. I think that's somewhat fine. It's a basic UFO. And then there's gonna be a little trail that's behind it there. Put that underneath. The Nyan cat is on top. Okay. What did I say was? Oh yeah, it was like a bluish, greenish tinted rainbow that was following afterwards. Oh no, I need this here. I pressed the wrong button. 90. Let's make it that same gray color because I just need a base. Kind of give it that illusion of going super fast and ultimately hitting the alien. Gives the Nyan cat something to ride the draft of. Okay, I'll lock that. Actually, I don't need to lock it. I'm gonna make a folder and clip the folder. Oh my goodness, this poor program is like, please, ma'am, you want to flatten some of these layers together, please, ma'am? Spare me. Start with the red. I'm just gonna steal from Nyan cat. I'm just gonna do that. Is it a little easier? Actually, we'll go like this. Get nice saturated colors here. And then after I get all of this colored in, I'm gonna put a filter over it. Kind of change it up. Okay, I'm gonna copy and paste it just to make sure that it's all fully saturated in there. Then I'll go over it a little bit more, get that fade in from each color. Some more blue, just very light. And I'll put, again, like I said before, I'm going to put a filter over it to give it more of like a cool toned rainbow look to it. So first it's going to look like that. I'm going to put maybe color, decrease that. I believe that's how I did that in the initial sketch here. 62 color, yeah, okay. It was a little bit more of a desaturated blue. Okay, there we go. Let's get the T-posing cat in. I think that this is some orange cat mentality. So we're gonna make this an orange cat. Gonna lock this just in case and put a clipped layer on top. Let's see, you need a softer brush. I'm adding some little details here. Putting this top layer at a 50% opacity and giving it a light blue hue to it. That makes it look like the cat's head is inside of the helmet or the air bubble, however you want to interpret it. And then yellow, bright yellow here for this little alert sign, this little, oh my goodness, we're gonna hit something. I believe that's the base. Okay. So when I color things, I like to put it all on its own base layer and then just make a folder and clip the folder. It makes it a lot easier to clean everything up, to, you know, get every color inside of the lines. It's my little method to my madness. The madness of 100+ layers. I'm saving like very frequently, just in case. All right, let's go over to this. I need to pull up that reference again. Oh my gosh, they have posters of this alien dancing. Oh my goodness. Somebody's made a model. A model of the dancing alien. like a clay model, like a figure. Oh my goodness. That's so silly. It's gonna stay really warm with so many. I know, right? It is winter ready. Let's see, it's like a yellowish green color. I don't think this is a color that I rarely ever use. Okay, so the UFO cat's done. Where's the... Here it is. It's larva. Yeah, it's larva colored. It's like a sickly yellow green. With beady red eyes. Oops, wrong brush there. It's got like green coming out of its out of the ridges. And then on the underside, oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. And then, oh my gosh, it's got like one of the little, like a shoe sleeve or whatever on it. Here, I'm gonna adjust something really quick. It's a very small part of the canvas. You barely even see it, but I wanted to fix the mouth. And then this is like kind of covering it up. And then it goes like that. Okay. You can move back over to this. And then it's like an off-white. And then the hat is a straw yellow. It's what, like a, does it have like a red band around it? What color is the band? It's like black? Oh, okay, it's black. Oh my goodness. Chest burster figurine. That's what it's called. It's on eBay. It's on eBay, y'all. Visit. Oh no, it was sold. Excuse me. Somebody bought it on February 8th. They bought this for $184. Oh, here, I hope the link to this, because if you guys are interested in seeing this thing at all, it's great for the reference that I'm using here. Here's the link for it. Hopefully it's, oh no, it's too big. Here. Hopefully, is there a way for me to share this. I can imagine that if you guys like go on eBay and look for Spaceballs Hello My Baby Dancing Alien Chestburster figurine, you will find it. If only there was like a share button with a smaller link to it. I can't find it. But I love eBay. eBay is so great. Wow. That is just nuts. It's very detailed. It's a very detailed figurine. And again, I'm using it for the reference, so. Oh, I need to do another one of those. Here, oops. Here and that and that. Just trying to find what layer that was. There we go. Okay, back to the hat. That's that one. Okay. And the band is black. Let's get those red eyes in there. And just a black void for the mouth with some teeth in there too. I think that this I need to change the hue just a little bit so it's a little cooler toned. And I'm looking at the reference, it's a little more on the cooler toned side. This and then just floating out there. I'm gonna give each one of these like a little bit of like an aura, kind of a color to them. Okay, let's move over to our lovely cat star. Let's see, what color should the cat star be? Maybe like a purplish. That's what my brain always goes towards. Adding a little gradient in here. We'll do a much darker purple around the edges. So it kind of pops like that. And then let's have the ears be a different color. I want to change the ear color. So I'm gonna redo this part right here, but I forgot to put it on a different layer. It's getting a little lazy there. Okay, so I'll lock it. It's a little too similar. Okay, the cat star, we're gonna give it a layer above. I'm gonna jump ahead here a little bit and do that little aura thing I was talking about. It needs a glow. Add glow. Go. Made a little more pink. Oh, cool. Walks are nice. They're good for decompressing and getting the stress out. Having nice, you know, just peaceful movement there, right? You're going from point A to point B. All right, let's go over to our manatee and penguin. Our random ocean creatures in space. Top hat, get that colored in. Going for cool tones. And we'll give him a red band. Very classy. And then let's give him a brown cane. And then let's see, maybe the top part, make this top part a gold color. And make it that same red, maybe? No. I think that looks better. Okay, I'm gonna take that gold color. We're gonna color in the monocle. I'm gonna save. Okay, and then next layer is going to be the cat ears. I'm going to make them like a light gray maybe. Trying to find a gray that's not going to clash too much with the skin tone. Let's see. Yeah, do a different color. Okay, I'm gonna go over to the penguin now. I'm just gonna use the same layers from before. There's already a lot of layers. I'm just gonna color all of this in. And that. Okay, we'll give the white part of it. I'll just close that out for now. I need to double check, but I'm pretty sure is that how it is? Okay, I think, yes, okay. I was just like, I don't want cartoon or an AI generated image. I need to make sure that the underflaps of the wings of the penguin actually are white. And then it's also oh, it goes all the way down. Okay, I need to update this line work then. Otherwise it looks like he's got a belly. Down by the feet. Not that the feet are white, but just to give the orange something nice to hold on to there. I feel like I need to put like a white marking around his eyes, otherwise you can't hardly see them. Maybe it makes him a specific type of penguin that way. He's probably gonna have orange ears. Okay, I'll give him a red bow tie. And some orange feet. And a beak as well. Gonna fade this out to a dark orange red, or red orange. And then for this top layer here, again, I said I was gonna give him some orange ears. See, we'll have a darker orange in the middle of that. They are so ridiculous looking. Okay, clean up a little bit of these edges around the line art. It's the crispies of the auto select, unfortunately. And I believe it's just a tolerance setting issue I gotta adjust. Go over here, fold that down, clean this up a little bit here. Over to the UFO. Gonna unlock that so that I can do this here. Double checking on that. The Nyan Cat. And the shortcut, if ever anyone's like wondering, because I am using a lot of shortcuts in Clip Studio Paint here, to jump to the layer that I'm like hovering above, it's a Control Shift, and it'll turn into like this little plus sign that you guys can barely see. And wherever I tap, it will take me straight to that layer. So like there, I just tapped on this or this. You can see above my head there, the layers are moving. It kind of streamlines the process. So you look like a hacker. I'm like, Some green code goes across the screen like Matrix. Okay, let's go over here to Miku. Need all of these to be closed. That being an orange suit, it like if I don't clean up these edges, they stick out like a sore thumb. I'm in. Downloading the ice has found me. Oh my god. They're on to me. I gotta back out before before they end up breaking into my house. The game that like where you're like a hacker and you're always having to check like outside your window and stuff. I never played it, but I saw playthroughs of it. Scared me, man. I my nerves are like way too sensitive to be playing horror games. That would just freak me out. Like it would probably make me start like actually being paranoid of my own window here. Somebody looking into it. Okay, Miku's all cleaned up. Let's go over to Roscoe. Not much to clean up on him, like at all. Oh my gosh, it's 11. What color is that? That's that. Drop that back down to 50. Okay, I need to make a little amendment right here because there's some gaps in his helmet. Little air gaps here. I believe I had it at 50. Yeah. Just need to very gently fill this in. the opacity is going to be a little off right there, but it's, again, it's like such a small piece of it that I'm hoping it's not too noticeable. Thank you. Interestingly enough, in basically all of the artwork that I have of him, besides the one in the apartment bedroom where he's eating a Taco Bell burrito, he's always facing away from the viewer. And then Vivian is always facing towards the viewer, which I think is just kind of like, I don't know. I didn't mean to do it like that, but it happened anyway. It's like when I've designed a couple of like random OCs that have nearly identical accessories to each other, like a necklace with a little like crystal and a star or a moon accessory on them, and I'll notice it after the fact and be like, they look like they're from the same story, so clearly something's happening inside my brain. The things that I'm drawn towards, I don't know, they just start like appearing in my artwork, and I'm like, I don't know what else to do with this beyond, you know, try to like give these characters a story, you know, do something with them. I think that was during my days on Twitch, so, you know, it's very like subconscious stuff, you know, when I'm just you know, drawing out like a random character with like a, you know, like a portrait sketch. I'm just like, oh, I feel like drawing this kind of a character, and then they end up, you know, having some common denominators of looking like they're from the same story that I don't know what else to do. I will say though, having an actual cat around the house has truly helped me understand the cat anatomy and the primordial pouch. Okay, I believe we are moving over to Vivian finally, and I still do want to put something in the middle here, like her glove colors is too dark against this background, so. But moving over to her colorations. I'm gonna I'm gonna hide all these colors just so I can just see all of the edges that need to be cleaned up. Let's see how quickly I can do this. I kind of want to try the auto select and just like change around the tolerance setting. See if that'll help me out. Line work. Okay, this is Vivian's line work. Let's see if I go to her base layer. I go like this, right? And then, oh, okay. Maybe make the tolerance even smaller. So this is gonna save me a lot of time, which I am okay with. So I find a brush that I'm comfortable with making line work for. I've got a lower tolerance on the auto select. Maybe that'll help me out a lot with getting these crispies out of here. No tolerance whatsoever. 0%. In the past, when I've had it, when I've had the tolerance setting like all the way low, you know, to like 0.0, it's always started to like clip into the line work itself. So I've been hesitant to use it. Okay, so right here, I'm gonna have to manually do it, but it did get rid of a lot of the bigger pieces, so I'm okay with that. Just right here, because like this is gonna be all orange, and so we'll see these little pieces right here. Zoomed out, it just looks like there's stuff floating around her. Right here, but only because the line work is kind of thin. Right in this little corner. I'm getting rid of too much there. Okie dokie. I just need to clean up some of the colors inside of her design. And then I'm going to move to coloring the line work, which is going to soften this thing up like nobody's business. I had to tell myself like it doesn't matter, it's fine. They don't see that from this far away. Just go crazy for details. I'm telling you, one of these days I'm gonna go to an anime or manga museum and just stare at things. Some pieces that are already cleaned up enough, they don't need to be messed with. But like down here, definitely. Little pixels everywhere. Hello, Moji. Welcome on in. The anime wife. It's the attention to detail, like how clean things are and different styles. All the different colors. Like just the character designs of some of these characters are just, I don't know, they're very well thought out. Different motifs and themes. There's some line work I need to clean up just a little bit. I can see. I kind of want to make this like a little bit of a darker gray. Just so there's some little, you know, difference here in the color of the pack. Okie dokie. Oh, whoops, I forgot to go over here. I was just getting into that mood of like, okay, we're gonna color all of these lines. No, no. Then this needs a little bit more. Is this, what is this, the boot? Oh, did I not even color this part in here? Is that what's going on? Oh, okay, yes. I was like, okay, if it's not gonna color inside of the group that it's clipped to, it's something wrong with the base. Okay. Here. And I think this is the final part of the cleaning up of the colors. I think that would actually look nice for some variety. Okay, now I can move on to the coloring of the lines. There's intense moments in the manga anime where it's intense and the art is so detailed that you feel an edge. Right? You can feel like where the artist wants your eyes to be directed towards, or like those the action lines that make it look like something's moving really quickly, or like, you know, like the panel itself is moving in on the character or the eyes or something. Very effective storytelling. Okay, all of these layers need to be locked. There is a face shield. Getting rid of that real quick. I grab this color. Make it a little bit more saturated and darker. A little more neutral. I see something here. I swear. Just when you think you've got it all cleaned up. Okay. Okay, that's about it for the skin line, body line, whatever we're calling that. Just doing the individual ones and the teeth. Go over to her eyes. Gonna do the same thing. It's really just getting a darker color for the outline. And then for her eyelashes here, I'm gonna give it a little fade, a little gradient. Kind of softens it up a bit. And I believe the hairlines. I'm gonna grab this pink color on the top, make it darker. Say a long day and have to work this weekend. Oh my goodness, Machine as well. I hope that you find time to chill out and relax. But no need to apologize for being late. It's all good. I'm just happy that you're here. I've been working on this big piece. Getting all of this in here. Oh, I have to put the 600 back on the UFO. Okay. Well, I shall do that here in a second. Just need to fade this back up. And go back down to the eyebrows and probably give them the same color. As well as the eyelashes that are underneath the hair. Oh, wonderful. Happy birthday, Garbo. Good to see you here. Okay, I need to put in her pupils, but I'm gonna put the 600 on the UFO before I forget. And I think the panels on this need to be cleaned up actually. Now that I'm looking at it. Okay, that looks better now. Go over here, make another clipping layer, and I'm gonna take out my font tool. Woohoo, that is freaking huge. That is way too big. Let's scale this down to 25. Maybe 25 will work. Oh no, I pressed the space bar. There we go. Let's see, throw this in. Where is it? There's so many layers. Oh my goodness. There's the UFO. Clip that and get rid of that one. I'm gonna center this a little bit. I'm gonna adjust it and kind of morph it around the UFO. On the face direction of the UFO cat, it could be a tail or a long dick. Oh my gosh, that was ridiculous. The dancing alien here is giving vibes. Okay, let's go over here, make this a little bit of a darker gray. I want it to be visible, but not like right in people's face. So here I can actually bring that layer back up and then move this down. Let's give some effects to this. Let's see, artificial, no, not that. Scales, maybe we'll do this. So it kind of looks a little worn. Okay. I need to go and get a retake. Let's mesh transform this. We'll push this out a little bit. Okay, kind of gives it a little bit of an adjustment there. I'm gonna pull it in just a bit more. Here we go. And move it. Okay. It does bug me a little bit that it's not like in the middle of that panel. Okay, I'm not touching it again. Okay, let's throw some pupils in our girl. I'm just going back into the color folder. I need this. Welcome back, Yua. Good to see you again. I need to do this in the same style. I'm trying to like experiment a little bit too much. Let me see, whereas finished illustrations. The lake one. Just gonna copy and paste that pupil and just kind of adjust it a little bit. I'm gonna throw in a light dot. Light. And we'll have this coming from this side, from this planet over here. Then going over here, I'm gonna lock her pupil colors. Try to throw in a little gradient in here. Just gonna help the shadows a little bit. The eyes are such a finicky thing with the pupils. He's in a meeting, so I'm just like, whatever. But he could probably close his office door. Gonna make these a little taller, maybe. Yeah. Oh my goodness. And have a good night, everyone. All right, Chris, you have a wonderful rest of the night. Thanks for hanging out with us, and I hope to see you again tomorrow. Get this line color for the orange. Make this a lot more red. Enable that again. Face shield. There. Need to cut around this, but actually, oh, there we go. I think that works a little better. It's like, why is this line art not following the same color properties? Okay, let's go over here and color these. Pockets. The pockets are going to be slightly darker. And this tan color. It's not really tan, it's like a really light yellow. Oh my gosh, 11:36. Good grief. That's it. Tomorrow I'm starting at 7:30. I'll try my best to, but the streams feel so short to me. And that 24-hour stream is it's gonna be interesting. I am gonna do that. For higher friction on your stylus, more like a real pencil or less friction? Like less friction, probably. When I don't draw often enough, my hand will cramp up, and so I try to to use a lesser friction on it. Just to save my my hand muscles and the tablet too. So, because this is the second one of these XP pen tablets that I've had. Because that first one, I was like, I just used it really roughly. Go over here. Pockets is go over to the belt. It's the next obvious place. It's going to be too much of a similar color. And it really works on the lighter tones. So I prefer the pencil friction. I feel better control than I do with smooth stylus. Yeah, absolutely. Because you feel that texture on the paper. You feel the pressure on it. You can see that too. Like you can still see it with the pen here, but it's not the same. It's really not the same. Like if you use a very light pressure, it's like this. If you use a really hard pressure, it's like this. And I just, yeah, it's the same thing. I feel like I have more control. And so I don't know. I keep it very light. But I save a lot of that, more like pressure heavy stuff for, traditional artwork for that very reason. No issue with no resistance while using my airbrush. Oh, wow. That is a bit strange. No, I don't need to go too crazy there. There we go. There's some little gaps, but I'm not going to worry about them too much right now. I just need to color these lines. A little bit of cleanup, just because the overlap is killing me. Okay. I don't want the line work for the first layer of her suit to just be black. Like it's a little hard to tell that it's not black, but it's like a very, very dark purple. And then same thing for these boots. Oops. That's the color. There it is. And this one here. So it's a very subtle change, but it's there. And then I'll take that and move over to the boots again. Very smooth color. Okay, so there's Vivian. She's all colored in, as well as the line work. Thank you. The airbrushing stuff that I've seen you do is very, very impressive as well as the current knife making stuff. I was looking at the engraving on the knife. I was like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. And it matches with all of his stuff. That's so cool. And it wasn't even like strategically planned out like that. It just happens to be those colors. So it's just a very fitting thing. It made Wolf really happy. Beans. Sorry, I like cat beans. Whenever Lovable's hanging out on the couch on the couch with me, my brain was like cat beans. She'll put her paw on my knee sometimes, and I'll pick it up and I'll hold her paw. And I'm like, show me them beans. We have a picture of her chilling out on the recliner with her legs up, her beans up in the air. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. That's how I felt about this alien. I was like, oh, he has these little foot sleeves, little ankle sleeves. We gotta put that in there. Someone's gonna be like, where are his ankle sleeves? I don't know what those things are called, but they're there regardless. Skirts. Okay, this is gonna be a light blue. I'm not looking at the little gap over here. I'm totally not looking at this gap. I don't know what they're called. Ankle sleeves, some like under layer of the shoe that's supposed to be there. I don't know. The alien ain't wearing shoes. He's wearing some ankle socks. Ankle whatever. I am not a fashion expert. I'm not a fashion historian. Right? Yeah, it's like I don't know. It is part of the design, and so I was like, well, I must do this. I feel like the color inside here needs to be very different. like a solid color there. Okay, I think that's enough of a selection. It's gonna be more of a thing with his base coat. Okay. Now can I go into this color? Lock that. Okay, there we go. Much better. Oh my gosh, 10 minutes. Good grief. I'm gonna make some hella artwork on the 24-hour stream. I tell you what. It's reaching his expiration. Oh no! But I didn't even know that cats could get AIDS. That's ridiculous. Wow. Or is it specific kind of a disease that acts like AIDS? Like, holy crap. I'm sorry, machinist. It's always difficult because, like, they're a family member, and you know, I think the best thing that you could do for them is, you know, make sure that they're as comfortable as they can be. You know, I know that Wolf's parents are dealing with a similar issue with one of their family cats. So she's had a lot of medical issues. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna try to color Miku's lines as quick as I can, but yeah, I'm anticipating at some point my family's gonna end up, like, you know, texting me or calling me about the family dog, and because he's getting up there too in age. He used to run with my mom a lot, but these days he's an old boy. He's not able to run as much as he used to in his prime. But I'm already prepped and ready. I'm just like, once I get that text or that call, I'm gonna go up there and visit him. Well, it's not the same layer that I thought it was. The neighbors across the street, across the street here, they have basset hound, and so the basset hound was outside with them while they were playing with the RC cars, and Wolf and I go inside and start eating our food that we got while we were running errands. He's talking about now he wants to get a basset hound. I'm just like, sorry. The cat over here, like that basset hound had come over with the boy, and I guess the dog had licked Lovable in the face, and she was very much like just tolerating the dog. Has this dude cat love me for some reason? Oh, favorite person, he gets upset when I leave. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. It's kind of how Lovable is with me, and I'm just like, I didn't grow up as a cat person. My dad's allergic to them, and the only time that I had ever had like a cat interaction when I was at my parents' place was this. It was either a neighbor's cat that got out, or it was a stray or something, but it was an orange cat, and I tried to pick it up and it scratched me. So like beyond that point, I was like, no, I don't, I like dogs more than cats. And then this happens. And, but it's kind of weird that like I have had, black cat in the, wherever he is, in the corner there by the fireplace, as Vivion's companion. And I'm just like, now there's a black cat in our life. So it's just interesting how that works out. Oops, I went to the wrong layer there. But yeah, it's interesting how the animals kind of like choose the people that they want to be around, Just need the outside there. I think she's somewhere outside right now, hanging out. We found out, well, I found out that, because Wolf already knew about it, but I found out that not only does she have the option of going into the cat condo, but there are like 2 other warming pods at other houses for her to go to. So she has options. She has plenty of variety to go and look for. I think I like him. He's right. Yeah, they have that effect on you. That they do. Whenever I come home from work, this last time that I came home from work, she was sitting in the middle of the street waiting for me to come home. I rolled down my window, and I was like, you need to go to the door. You need to get out of the street. You need to go to the door. I'm not having this. And lo and behold, she went and she ran to the door, the front door, and waited for me there. So I was like, you are ridiculous. She's meowed at me, meow, meow. I'm like, don't give me attitude. Just get inside the house. But she'll get kind of feisty with Wolf, not so much with me, but he'll start trying to like play with her, and she gets kind of like, she gets a little aggressive. Oh my gosh. Okay. I need to hurry it up as much as I can. orange. It's gonna go back over here. Ash is a Russian blue. All looks you in the eyes and actually understands. Oh wow, that's always like kind of a thing you got to get used to. And the cats can understand what you're saying, and they start replying back. I'll reply back to her in meows, and she gives me this look of like, did you just insult my mother? But I will play videos of other cats like trilling, and she gets so confused. She'll like look at my phone and be like, there are cats inside your phone, what are they doing in there? And she'll stare at it. Or the idle animations of like fish or flies, and she starts like batting at the phone. She has a lot of amenities here, I will say. Maybe that's part of it. She enjoys coming over here because it's like, we have the scratch pad, we've got a little fish rod toy, we've got food and a water fountain, plenty of tunnels. I got cat tunnels for my birthday. So that might be part of it too. But according to the kid, she like refuses to go back over there. She'll run inside for like a second, and then she'll run back out. So I don't know. They do have a baby over there and like 2 dogs. So I don't know if that has something to do with it or not. But okay. Let me finish up some parts of this line work coloring. How about I finish the Miku, since I'm on the home stretch of that already. And then I have to move the laundry over. I had a load of laundry going before the show started today. I was like, I'm gonna multitask, kind of. Okay, I just need the silver color, and then this will be concluded. At least for tonight. Tomorrow, I'm gonna try my best to start at 7:30 tomorrow, so I have some more time. Because these streams always feel like they go by way too quickly. So, which makes sense, you know, if time is flying by, maybe, you know, you're enjoying what you're doing, or you're very focused, having fun. Which I always do have fun with you guys. Making artwork, being productive. This needs to be different. Okay. This is where I'm going to leave the artwork for the night. Tomorrow I'll begin, maybe I'll do another portrait sketch warm-up. If that's the case, then afterwards, and I'll start this piece back up again by doing the line work coloring for Nyan Cat here, and going to our UFO and our cat, our alien cat star, and the manatee and penguin over here as well. So yeah, but thank you again, guys, for joining me tonight. This is going to be the conclusion of the Lil Euphie's Creative Corner for the night. Until tomorrow afternoon or evening. Our other cat, the stray cat my wife got not too long ago, actually says hello. That is adorable. I love that. I've seen those YouTube videos of the cats that are saying like no or hello or oh gosh, they have such attitudes sometimes. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so ridiculous. All right, let me plug my usual things. If you want to see more artwork of mine that's like this, you can check out the DeviantArt page. It's organized a little bit. Thank you, Machines. It's always good to see you too. I have a Twitter or an X account if you guys want to follow me there to keep up to date with the artwork that I made on stream, announcements, funny things that I find on there, and sometimes opinions. Sometimes I have opinions on things. I got my link tree. Be sure to check that out if that fancies you at all. And commissions. I'm going to be opening up the sketch portraits. Very much like these kind of sketch portraits. They'll be fairly easy, way more cleaned up than this, obviously. But yeah, eventually I'll be opening them up and taking commission orders. Alrighty, everybody. I'll be heading on out here soon. Again, thank you very much for hanging out with me. I'll be back tomorrow at hopefully 7:30. If not 7:30, then 8:30. But until then, I will see you guys later. Until tomorrow night, stay vibin'. Bye, guys.